Welcome to the fucking Terror Dome. 3 of the baddest motherfuckers around.
He's got 5 fingers up.
8.
Just puts up fingers. 3 of the baddest
The
motherfuckers.
long-awaited new season of You Know This podcast,
Welcome
broadcasting
to You Know This.
from Southern Montega.
Wait, we're going somewhere else for a new season.
Yeah, you don't lie to them.
We've moved.
We're in Honolulu.
I have no idea where we are.
We're in Honolulu.
I just
We're
woke
at the
up in the
University
studio.
of Honolulu. It's not in Hawaii.
University
it's in Ohio.
of Honolulu, California.
It's in Ohio.
It's in Ohio.
We don't know where we
There's
are.
actually a chance it's not even
They
in
just
Ohio.
put a bag on our head, put us in a van, said, it's season 2. Get in there.
This has already gone too far. So
Who's here with us?
we got Hunter, Brad, and Hugh Dog.
Hugh Dog. Still gave himself that nickname.
H-Train. H-Train in the B-Ride.
He keeps giving himself nicknames. It doesn't work like that.
Well, no, he was-
H-Train was for him.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Hunt's H-Train. Who am I again?
B-Ride.
B-Ride. I'll take it.
and he
And don't
is
remove the hyphen.
the son of God.
Because then it's bride.
Then it's just Bride.
I'll take that too. I'm the world's bride.
What is Hugh then? What
Hugh?
are we? It's something with sun in it.
Sunny boy.
Well,
Sunny
no,
D.
you know.
Sunny D.
Mm,
Sunny Meadow.
Sunny D.
Sunny
Which
Meadows.
is the worst fucking drink? First of all, Sunny D.
I wasn't allowed to have it growing up.
I liked Sunny D when I was
Really?
a kid.
I've actually,
I did.
honestly,
Some
I
never
liked
had
it as a kid.
People
Never
that
had it.
grow up on the nectar of fresh oranges like Hunter did probably
No,
wouldn't
no.
like it.
I
Because
had Sunny D as a
you
kid.
actually had oranges squeezed
Yeah,
over your
well,
mouth.
his mom, she would take an orange off the
She
tree.
made that
And she
machine.
just stuck a straw in it and said, "Here you go, Hunter, darling."
And he would hurt himself
yeah,
trying
no,
to get
no,
juice
he would
out
just
of it.
suck it, and it would go, and it would crush like a can.
He had extremely strong lungs.
yeah, you know,
You had the strongest lung muscles, dude.
in
They're pretty
Um,
strong.
North America, yeah.
You
because
know
there's-
Hunter, it's only him and his sister nowadays, but you know he was born with 3 brothers.
and he just killed
Dude,
them.
Let's put it this way, they didn't make it.
No, he just stuck a straw in their neck and sucked out their
What
life
did they
force.
do? They gave you one, they basically gave him one of everything,
Yep.
and the brothers had to fight over it. Hunter prevailed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was survival of the fittest.
Like
it
the
was a
Hunger Games
Darwinian
kinda.
trial of parenting.
Isaac and Dylan are still alive.
They're just
They
they just
We
don't
do
make
not
it out of the
speak
house.
of this.
It's
Oh.
extreme, dude.
It's funny because when Hunter beat the shit out of that toddler on the bus
Okay,
when he was
really?
in grade school, it was practice for him destroying his brothers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He pictured Dylan's face and
Yeah, he was
Isaac's body.
And it just choked the kid out.
We don't bring back season 1
Yeah.
things.
Do they still live with Malachi?
Malachi. I just want to
Malachi's a dog's name.
No, Malachi. Well, yeah, it is. Malachi is a dog's name, or it's a name of just an evil farmer.
Malachi? Oh, it's every evil farmer. It's from the movie Children of the Corn.
It is. It's
Remember,
the main
they're like,
kid.
Malachi.
It's the little kid, isn't it?
It's the dude. He has I think he has blonde hair. I can't remember.
Oh, you're right. Because
and he has
there's,
wavy hair.
Because there's the 9-year-old with black hair, and then there's his 17-year-old right-hand man, and that's Malachi.
That's Malachi. But
Yeah.
they bring. I feel like they bring. Everything's like, bring it to Malachi.
Bring Malachi, and he just
And
comes in and he's looking like, duh, and I'm Malachi.
That's a fucked
has
up
a
movie.
Bowie knife,
I knew a kid growing up whose name he always went by Mal.
and his name.
And then 10 years later, I found his full name's Malachi. Dude.
What I
was
love
like,
about
that's a
that
scary
is
name.
the best nickname for Malachi is Mal,
Easily.
and that's
It's the same
literally
thing as Valachi and Val.
yeah,
Val
but-
Kilmer's
but-
real name is Valachi.
But also Mal literally
Hunter,
means
no.
no, wrong.
You never talk about Val Kilmer like that.
Him and Val are tight. I'm
That is
so
true.
sorry.
And
for
his
stepping-
name actually is Valerie.
Valerie
Kilmer.
Oh God,
Mhm.
can we talk about how Val Kilmer is just awful?
What a weird career, dude.
Right? Yeah.
He lost himself totally, let himself go 100%. He played Jim Morrison in that movie at one point.
Great movie.
And now he's like
Good movie.
a total.
Top Gun. I'm not a
Weird
big Tom
stuff.
Cruise
What he
fan, and I
does.
don't like the movie Top Gun in general. But I will say he was ripped as fuck in that movie.
Dude, he was the Top Gun.
He was better than Tom Cruise.
Was he Goose?
Tom Cruise.
No,
You're thinking
was-
of Goose Butter from a different movie.
no. Val
Yeah.
Kilmer was like the blonde, adversary in flight training school. Basically, he was like
He
the
was-
hot shot trainer.
Who was Goose?
Goose. I forget the guy's name, but it was that was one of his only acting roles. It was oh, he was Goose, and then he kind of didn't do much afterwards.
He had enough.
Well, he kind of faded. But
Yeah.
instead of fading like Val Kilmer, where he just faded and got fat, the guy who played Goose, as far as I know, I don't know anything else he was in. I mean, at least Val Kilmer was in other things.
Val Kilmer is a weird actor.
He was also Batman.
He does look very weird now.
Yeah, you see it, right?
He looked weird.
He's
Let's
in
be
another
honest.
movie. He's in a movie Isn't he in that movie? It's called Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I don't know if he's in that,
Look
but that's
that
a
up
good
real
movie.
quick.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah.
I have
2005
seen that
Kiss
movie
Kiss
before.
Bang Bang.
I know that it's a good movie,
Heat.
and I
He's in
don't
Heat.
remember anything from that movie.
The only part I remember from Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
What the
and
fuck is it about? I don't even
It's
remember.
okay. So Robert Downey Jr.'s in it, and he's like a private investigator or a thief, one of the two. I'm having the same
Let
problem.
me read.
Dude, I feel the
It's
same
got
way.
the
I like
same-
have seen this
I've
movie
100%
before.
seen
Let me read you the description.
It's got the casting scene in it. Go ahead.
2-bit crook.
Read it like Morgan Freeman.
It is the
Two
so he
bit-
is
I
a
can't
thief.
do it.
So I
That's
do.
a ghost
I remember
voice.
this movie now. He's a thief.
Let me read the description for you. 2-bit crook, Harry Lockhart, who is Robert Downey Jr.
I remember the movie now. By the way,
stumbles into an audition
Yeah.
for a mystery film. Let me fucking
I
finish.
remember it though. It's coming.
I
Back
don't
to me.
care what you fucking
I'm
remember.
sorry.
Let him.
It's coming back.
Mystery film or on the run. What?
Can't
For a
even
mystery
fit it.
film while
Just
on
read
the
it.
run
Just
from
read
the
it.
cops. Winning the part, he lands in Hollywood, where he is flung into a tangled murderous conspiracy with his childhood sweetheart, Hermione Lane, who is Michelle McGowan.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah. The
I'm
the
not
biggest
done.
the scene
Not
that I remember.
done.
No. You can pause for a second.
Well, let's-
Hard-boiled
I-
private eye.
I do want it. Yeah, yeah.
This is
who
Val
is-
Kilmer.
Perry Van Shriek, who is Val Kilmer.
He's having
There we
trouble.
go. I'm having an
Perry
embolism.
Von Schreck.
This is
yeah.
a deadpan, affectionate parody of a parody film noir trope. What the fuck?
Starts reading like
This is weird.
the description of
I'm
it,
over
like
it.
hardcore porno.
I don't know.
And then
where
they
that
start
shit came
fucking each
from.
other.
That's it.
Hard up, detective.
That's all I got.
Some hard.
Val Rod.
So
Kilmer.
he's like auditioning for a part.
Yeah.
whatever.
What's great is
He's
that
auditioning for a
that's
fart.
that's the one scene I remember from the movie.
That what you-
He's like, it's him, Robert Downey Jr. and his like partner, and they rob like a store or something like that, and they're running from the cops, and his partner gets shot, and he runs into an audition, and he's like, and he doesn't he thought it was just a building, and he sees them, and they're like, okay, you're up for this part, go ahead, read it, and like the part that he would be reading for is him literally talking about how his partner died in the movie, and he goes crazy because his partner literally just died in the movie, like in. And they're like, wow, it was really good. And he's like, fuck, he's dead. He didn't want to do it. And they're like, wow.
Is that after his like comeback, or is that before?
Okay.
Because
It was-
Iron Man was his comeback, right?
I want to say it was like,
Oh, wait, was he the lightning dude in? What are we talking about?
He
You're
was-
talking about Robert Downey.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about
Yeah,
Val
we
for
did
some
No.
reason.
switch. No,
My bad.
I
don't know
wanna
why.
you
say-
can only
It's
talk
like-
about Val Kilmer for so long. We talked
Yeah,
about
you're
it all.
yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck you guys were talking
Pull up
about.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I think it was like a year before Iron Man.
It was 2005.
When was Iron Man? I don't remember.
2009? 8? It was right.
I feel
know
like
it-
Iron Man like 2 might have come out around then.
Yeah,
I know it
think
was-
Iron Man 1 was probably like 2006.
Okay, so yeah, so that kind of fits the timeline.
Iron
Because
Man
I knew
1
it
was
was
a big deal.
I knew it was before Iron Man because it was like still they're like, what is he like? It was good, but what is he trying to do?
Yeah.
And then Iron Man happened, and it's looked on better.
2008.
Oh, okay. But it
that's
was like
actually-
before the comeback, but it was still very good.
Yeah. Did he make movies during that period where he was not?
Yeah, he did. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was right at the tail end, but there was also a movie that he did. Fuck, what is it called? It's got the
I saw a movie with him, and it was so fucking bad.
what movie?
And I guess it's actually based off a really good book, but it was a horrible movie. It's like clearly 90s or late 80s. It's got to be 90s, I would imagine. But he plays like a heroin addict or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I have no idea what it's called. Try to look up
There's a movie that he did,
his filmography real
and I
quick.
feel like it was before Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, where he plays like a psychiatrist. You might have. I feel like you would have seen this movie. I just cannot fucking think. Charlie something. I think it was Charlie. I think that was the name of
The
it.
only
but-
early ones I know of are like
It's
that
not that-
Igby goes down.
yeah, it's not that early. It's like
So this is a long
it's
time
kind of
ago.
later. It's got Have you seen any of the new Star Trek movies?
Is that guy in it?
No,
Is that guy the guy from that movie about what the fuck's it called? Whoa, another horrible movie. It was the dude who played the guy, Bonnie Wubba from Gloucester, and they take out the finest hour. Is that the
yeah.
guy from Star Trek?
Okay. Yes.
That's the new dude from Star Trek,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Not him, but yes, you're right.
But
the
that's-
Finest Hours and the Star Trek guy are the same person. Yeah.
And is he in all those new Star Treks?
I think so. I only saw the first of the
But
new
he's the
Star
main dude, right?
Yeah, he's
What's his
whatever
name?
I don't fucking know. I'm not big in Star Trek.
I don't know that
Were
guy.
you thinking of Charlie Bartlett?
Yep.
Okay.
When did that movie come out? Like 99, right?
2007.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
Look up the movie. He's a drug addict,
Damn it.
dude.
I could have.
I don't know.
So that
Just
movie
type
came
in-
out. So Charlie Bartlett came out after Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Damn it.
So that was
That was like as
You're
he was
thinking-
coming back up.
Are
'Cause
you
he
thinking
came
really
up.
old when you're
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
drug
Just
addict?
look up. Just type in.
Well,
Robert
careful,
Downey Jr. I know. Don't just type in drug addict. Type
because
in,
he is a drug addict.
Type in drug addict
I-
movie.
I just have a lot of I have all his movies that he's been in.
Okay.
Type in drug addict movie.
Yeah.
You'll find it.
It's-
It'll pop up.
I can't think of. Was he in that? Was he in Weird Science? Robert Downey Jr. I feel like he was in Weird Science. That movie where like those like the kids. Maybe it wasn't Weird Science. The kids like they make like that woman on the computer.
That is Weird Science.
Is he in that one?
I don't think he's in that movie.
Is he?
I always lump that movie in with like those other 80s movies.
like Zapped.
I always lump it in with like St. Elmo's Fire for some reason. And
Now was
then-
he? I think he was in that one.
Dude, know who was in St. Elmo's Fire?
Who's that?
Is Spader. I'm pretty sure James
yes.
Spader
No, James
was in
Spader
it.
is
Yeah.
in St. Elmo's
Are
Fire.
you
Yeah.
thinking of Less Than Zero?
I feel like I've heard of Less Than Zero. I have not seen
That's
it.
it.
I know
That's
for
the
a
movie.
fact I haven't
That's
seen it, but
the movie.
I've heard
Less
of it.
Than Zero.
When
That's
did that
it, dude.
come out?
That movie.
1987.
So it is 80s.
Okay.
That movie
so
is a shit,
boom.
shit
so
movie.
What movie made Robert Downey Jr. big?
Dude, Iron
Tropic
Man.
Thunder.
Iron Man was his comeback.
Tropic Thunder.
Okay.
But it was Iron Man, and then it was followed. Remember, he
hold
did
that-
Sherlock
hold that for a
Holmes.
second. I
He
do
was
remember-
huge at
I
that
remember
point.
that. I remember that. When did Tropic Thunder come out? That's like 2009.
Tropic Thunder is the best.
3?
It's
no.
before that,
It's
isn't it?
before Iron Man.
It's got to be because I remember.
I fucking keep closing it.
Okay, so but what movie made him big? Because he was famous a while ago.
He
All
was
the drug
famous
shit
in
happened.
The 80s
He went to
too, so-
prison. He comes back, and then he didn't do much. He tried to do like stuff,
did
and
he-
then he came back up.
Did he go to prison?
He did. He actually, because I literally just saw him on like my Facebook feed like 2 days ago. It was a video of him talking about being in prison. He's like, I thought I was just going to like some California rehab, but that wasn't the case. And I was like, whoops.
Wow, what a rich actor responds to something like that.
Yeah, but it was him like talking like hindsight. He was very humbled by it, and it made him. I would say it made him a better person to be around. Because he was definitely an asshole when he was like first big, and then he was
was
humbled
on-
by life.
Yeah.
And now he's back. I feel like now he would be a little bit better.
He
Dude,
was
that
on
movie Tropic
Saturday
Thunder.
Night Live.
Hilarious.
Fucking movie,
Dude,
Such a
Ben
good-
Stiller. I fucking like that dude.
I do
man.
too. I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
feel
think
like
it's. I don't think he did the same thing as because obviously him and Adam Sandler had their come up at the same time. I don't think
he's infinitely better than Adam Sandler.
I don't think he's better, but he didn't do the same thing Adam Sandler did. Adam Sandler sold out and just make shit
He's
movies.
better at defining what his career is.
And yeah, and he's
Yeah.
and you know he kind of plays the same character a lot of the time,
But he's a
but I-
funny character.
dude.
It's
he's-
always a funny character.
and he's always like the shit end of everything.
I think
and he sucks.
I think Natural Born Killers might have been the first that he was.
I
really,
forgot he was in that.
And
there,
then he was in
it was
US
it around that time period.
Yeah.
Because first off,
What was
Natural
around there?
Born when he like rose up like at first, like he did that
Yeah,
movie.
like
He did a couple
nine-
other.
Well, it
movies.
had to be the 80s.
About
Were
94.
probably he was probably big in the 80s too.
He was
Yeah,
big
he
in the
was.
early '80s
He had a lot
because
of
he
movies.
was in that group of like guys like him and like Rob Lowe and
Another recovery.
fucker Rob.
He's another recovering drug
And
addict.
then there was a couple other people in that group, and they were like, you know, they all kind of fell apart, and now some of them are coming back.
Tropic Thunder came out in the same year as Iron Man did.
Good
2008.
fucking year.
Dude, he had a
Good fucking
those,
year.
Dude, that was a big
So
time
wait,
for him.
Sherlock, did that come out 2009 or 2010 then?
I want to say Sherlock probably came out in 2009.
I don't
It
know.
had to be in 2009.
I don't know.
It was
why.
in it
God,
was in
he's had
2000.
a good like.
It was in 09 or it was in 2009 or 2010.
It had to be,
It-
because the second one.
Oh,
came,
it definitely is 2009.
it is. It has to be.
It has
because
to
the
be
second one came out
2009.
like 4 years after that. The second one,
2009, right?
Second one came out 2 years after that.
so 2011.
So 2009 was the first one.
Yeah.
2011 was the second one, and the third one is coming out in like next year. Or
They're
something.
coming out with another one, obviously though.
But I don't
He,
think
that kid,
he's
that guy,
playing
he
it.
just touches things and it turns to gold. I don't think he's actually had a bad movie since Iron Man.
No, he makes good decisions, but you could probably look at his filmography. I'm sure he obviously didn't make any movies while he was locked up.
Right.
You
no,
could see the gap, I'm sure.
there's a visible gap. I can.
But that's
guarantee
what's
it.
weird is
There was
I
really
didn't
no
know
gap,
he
to be
made.
honest. I don't know how long he was locked up for, but I was
He couldn't have
looking
been
at it,
long.
and from
honestly.
like the
months
from the
probably.
80s all the way up to now, it's pretty much just a clean like a thing. Like every year he has a movie
Okay.
or something. So
I know when he went from being Robert Downey Jr. to oh shit, that's Robert Downey Jr. and then back up. I know when he was falling apart. It was when he was that guest star on that show. It was Ally McBeal, right? Because he got a Golden Globe nomination or win for that guest spot. But if you like look at like interviews of him talking now about when his drugs were bad, it was then, and he like barely showed up for like any casting, like any fucking work days.
No.
It was a show that he was a guest star
I think
on.
he makes good movies. I never really have I'm not really blown away. Like it's not like I think he's like a great actor,
Right.
but I think he makes good movies.
Do you think he was ever going to win an Oscar? He got nominated for Tropic Thunder.
He did. He'd have to do the right movie. You have to get the right role.
Okay, so now let me ask you this, because I agree with you. It would have to be the right movie. Do you think that the right movie for Robert Downey Jr. and Hunt, same question. Do you think that for him to win an Oscar, the right movie would that be serious or comedic?
I don't know.
Because I feel like you can tell, like Matthew McConaughey, like it's obvious that if he's gonna do something and win an award for it, it's gonna be serious. Because like True Detective, Interstellar, Dallas Buyers Club, like that's serious shit.
Interstellar was such a bad movie.
I didn't love it, but I thought it was an okay movie.
Didn't love it, yeah. I was bummed because it was Nolan, and he usually
Right,
does
and also
kick-ass
everybody
movies.
in it. Michael Caine.
I like that movie.
But you know what I knew? I knew it wasn't going to be that good when it had both McConaughey and Anne Hathaway in it.
See-
I was like, they literally were just coming off of winning Oscars.
Yeah, it was Les Miserables and Dallas Buyers
They
Club.
both won.
Yeah.
And then it was like, all it needed was Jared Leto. And
I'm honestly
Ellen.
surprised
All
it
it
wa-
needed was Jared Leto and Ellen. And it would have been like, come
Ellen?
on. Like,
It
what
would
the
have been
fuck?
the Avenge. It would not. It would have been the Expendables of Oscar winners.
Yeah, it would have been
Oh,
like,
the Expendables.
Oh God, the Expendables suck.
They've made way too
Fuck
many.
off.
They've
Do you know they're
made-
making another one, right?
Yeah, I know. They're making what is it? 4?
Yeah, 4.
Ugh. Just stop.
I know.
They're
I know.
fucking awful.
Okay, so how many of the because there's 3 Expendables movies? Have all of us seen the first one?
I've, in minutes watched, I've probably watched 1/8.
Of the first Expendables.
Not even. I don't
Okay.
know if it is. I've seen bits and
Okay.
pieces. It
All
could have
right.
been multiple
I've
ones.
seen the first
Probably.
one. I've seen the first one for sure.
I saw one where they were driving through like an airport, maybe, which
I
I'm
feel
sure
like that
describes.
doesn't-
Yeah, it doesn't even. Like I could describe the dumbest fucking crazy shit, and you'd be like, "That's in every one of them."
I feel
They
like it
were-
would. I've seen the
I
first
don't
one for
know.
sure,
Stupid.
and then I've seen part of another one, but I don't know if it was part of 2 or part of 3.
Dude, they can only.
I'm
make
actually.
them
I
for
don't
so
even know if it
long.
was part of 1, and
I-
I just saw it again like years
I don't
later.
know if I've even seen one all the way through.
Dude, you
or
know
anything.
Schwarzenegger and Stallone are literally like running off of steroids, dude.
Oh yeah.
You look at them and you're like, dude, they're running. They're made out of plastic, first of all, and they're running off. Like
Well,
they literally
Schwarzenegger
can't
not-
move. They shoot him up with fucking cortisone, and they're like,
Schwarzenegger not as much.
No, 100%
Dude.
not as much. What are you
Stallone.
talking
I'm
about?
pretty sure
Recently.
Stallone like admitted it in an interview. Like he's like, "God, some fucking steroids."
Yeah, and
He's retarded.
You're doing a fucking. What do you?
they're all the same. They're
I
all
don't
the
He's
know.
same. They're
in.
all the same.
He's not. You can't differentiate between him and the Cookie Monster after a
no.
few drinks.
Oh no. After a
Probably.
few drinks, yeah, of like water or something, because he can't close his mouth. It just starts drooling out.
Dude, the dude's dribbling half the time.
Just saying. Get
I
to the
will say
chopper.
though,
You know what I mean?
of everybody that's in those Expendables
I don't know what he
movies,
said. I don't know what
I said get to the chopper.
get to the job.
that is
the
the
chopper.
classic, dude.
I love that movie, Predator, because there's that scene where
Is that Predator?
That is
Or
Predator.
is that Commando?
No, that's Predator.
Commando's another good
He
one.
says get to the chopper in
Dude,
Predator.
Commando,
I'm
when he's
not.
like, you get off my daughter.
Yeah.
You never touch my daughter.
Or True Lies. True
Oh,
Lies.
you were just rhyming with it.
That's what he said.
Shut up! I don't care.
My favorite part of Predator is when the Native American mercenary, Billy, he takes out this giant knife and he stands on this bridge and he cuts like an X on his chest.
Like he's ever gonna win.
and then he instantly dies.
Oh yeah, like he's
instantly dies.
He's not even gonna get.
He's
close.
like, come and get me, and
But
then boom,
all
dead.
Schwarzenegger needs to do is like rub dirt on his face, and he
Yeah.
fucking outsmarts the
I know, he's
Predator.
like, oh, it sees heat. So he puts mud on himself, but he's putting mud on himself. First off, he's still alive, so the mud's gonna warm up. Second off, he's like doing it next to a fire. No, but
Oh yeah, not to mention once he's in combat with him, he has everything he could need.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know, like he has. You can
Like, good
start-
thing I have 7 knives.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, oh, perfect.
And then he also had a bomb rigged.
Dude, and he like talks to it like it like he's like, fuck you, Predator, piece of shit. Like the Predator at that point is like, dude, I'm just trying to rip your spine out. I don't know what you're saying.
What I love is they wrote a part into the Predator movies where the Predator can like recognizes other languages and it can like record it back. So it doesn't speak, it just replays it back.
Yeah, just plays it. Yeah,
so
I
like he's like,
remember that.
fuck you, and then it looks and it's like a recording of him
Yeah, it's
saying
like,
it. He's like, fuck you. And I guarantee you that 90% of the audience is like, oh, it's a banter between them. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Dude, and you know Schwarzenegger's probably like, oh my god, it speaks my language.
Yeah, but this is like
It's
not
a fucking copycat alien piece. of
But this
shit.
is
How he
but this is
became
actually
a mayor is insane.
He was a governor.
Or governor,
Yeah,
sorry.
he
That's
was
It's
what
the,
I meant.
worse.
the governor, dude.
Which makes no fucking sense
California.
at all.
I mean, look
And
at
he
that
just
fucking president.
watched, dude, and he straight up watched California like go down in flames, dude. Like it's never got back
Literal
from him,
flames.
Yeah.
Dude, literal flames. The place is on fire and it's in a drought. It's been in a drought for like 7 fucking years.
Get to the
dude.
chopper.
He's like, fuck the water, fucking the governator.
You say you're surprised you're ever between governor. I will counter that with the fact that 1, our president, but 2, Jesse Ventura, who was also in Predator, by the way, was governor of what, like Wisconsin or something, or Montana?
Really?
Yeah,
Scotty.
100%. Yeah.
Jesse Ventura, I'm
He was
pretty
an
sure
actual-
he's banned from the U.S.
He's
just because
a
he's.
he was a fucking governor. He was the dude with the minigun in Predator. That's
I
like,
don't Well,
I
he's
do- I
a
do remember you
massive
saying that.
conspiracy theory guy.
Yeah,
he's
I know.
He's insane.
yeah.
Why? What does he say?
He does like a lot of.
He's like one
Think
of the,
about something that you would think is a conspiracy, he'll believe it. Same with the other fucking
Really?
dude who has a
Alex
TV show.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
They all
Both
go back to the
insane dudes.
Rothschilds, dude.
It all goes back to the Rothschilds.
Oh, they're for sure.
Every
The Jew-run
theory.
media.
Yeah.
Dude, it's all about the media run by Jews and the money that's printed by the Federal Reserve. You know it's not even owned by the government. That's everyone. Everybody says
Everybody
that.
on
You know the
fucking
Federal
planet
Reserve
Earth.
is not even run by the government. It's
Well,
run
like,
by the
Alex
Rothschilds.
Alex Jones thinks that Sandy Hook, or I don't know if he thinks it, but
No, he knows it.
he knows that Sandy Hook was
He
a
just needs to-
cover up.
Who's Alex Jones?
So
He's
why
an
don't you just explain that, and then
insane
I'll tell him
dude.
who Alex Jones is.
He thinks that Sandy Hook was basically an inside job, and that all the parents are like fake, putting on like fake reactions
they're
to
actors,
everything.
basically.
They're actors. They were paid. Like no child died in it.
Yeah.
And like it was just a whole bunch of bullshit that he spews. I don't think he believes it anymore. But
I'm not sure.
in
I
some
honestly,
way, he
let's
I
hear it
haven't
first
been.
happened.
I'll tell you in a second. I haven't been convinced yet that he also isn't doing like Andy Kaufman level joking and just doing this for the money, and that he doesn't believe anything he
I've
says.
heard
I
a ton of
wouldn't
people say this
say
about
that.
Sandy Hook. I think
Alex
there's a lot
Jones.
of
a lot of people say it, but he's the forefather of it.
Basically,
a lot of
Alex
people believe
Jones.
that shit.
A lot of people say that about every tragedy.
A lot of
though, to
people
be honest.
want-
Everything that happens,
They
it's
just
like,
want to believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier than
Dude,
believing
let's
that
put
that
it this
actually
way.
fucking happened.
So they want to believe that didn't happen, but then at the same time they're like, OJ is innocent.
Yeah, honestly.
Exactly. You know what
It's
I mean?
true. It's
They
easier
always-
than believing that a bunch of people died, though.
No, but people always want. There's always going to be a group of people who want to believe the opposite of what is supposed to be believed.
Well, yeah, it's fun to be contrarian.
They'll always be
But
that.
Alex Jones is he's
Is he a flat earther?
no, I
Oh.
don't think so. He's a
B.O.B.
hollow
is.
earther though. So
That makes
B.O.B.
sense.
is a flat earther.
and
You
so
know
is
that?
Tila
Well,
Tequila.
that's because tequila.
yeah.
Anyone with the name tequila in it is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I
And
mean-
she's straight up from MySpace.
Yeah.
Like that-
she was
that-
the first to get 1 million.
Yeah, she's from.
Yeah,
a
she
My-
beat out
she's from
MySpace. Steve.
MySpace Tom.
MySpace Tom. I was at the tail end of MySpace. Didn't have one.
MySpace, dude. Tom
Yeah.
was
Shut
the
the
man.
fuck
I
up.
had
Tom was
20.
the man.
I had
dude.
20
Yeah, where is he
million
now?
followers.
Everybody's from.
I had 20 million followers on MySpace.
Anyway, who is in your top 5? Is that right?
My top
Top
5.
8.
Top 8.
My-
Damn it!
But they did make it so you could change it, I think, eventually.
Yeah. I mean, my top 8.
Dude, top 8s, I'm telling you, top 8s back in the day were a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
like people would come to school and they'd be crying, and you'd be like, what happened? And he'd be like, Bill moved me from the top 8, replaced me with Roger. And it's like, dude,
Yeah. Well, I mean, did you
Get
read?
back in
Did you
the-
read Bill's
get
away
back in
message
the
on
locker room.
AOL?
It's like
dude.
you weren't
Get
putting
back in the
out.
locker room. Let's
It's
change.
like you weren't putting out, bitch. Like, I mean,
Exactly.
gotta get off my top
Get
8.
back in the locker rooms. Get ready for practice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stop
'Cause
trying to get people.
you
in
know
locker
the
rooms.
real. You know the real.
He's
practice.
just out of high school saying this
Dude,
now.
you know the real practice happens in the locker room.
Stop fucking people in a locker room.
You
Alex
know
Jones.
that.
Oh,
Alex Jones is this
Don't
is like a
listen to him,
famous
Hunter.
conspiracy theorist.
And that's what he's known for. Only.
He has is it a TV show?
Okay, it was a podcast.
Yeah.
Actually, first it was a radio show, and then radio died. So now he's got a podcast.
Oh, it
Kind
is
of like
podcast.
in the
He
kind of
has
like
a
in the,
video of it too.
yeah, and I know he is on TV a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think he has his own TV show, but he is on like news broadcasts all the time.
Yeah. If anyone gives him a TV show, you should fucking die.
I mean, it's gonna happen though. You know it for a fact. It's gonna happen.
I
Alex
hope not.
Jones is famous because he has a following. He'll submit like a conspiracy theory, and all of the people in his following. Have you ever heard the show Coast to Coast? It's a radio show.
I know space goes coast to coast.
Is that real?
Yeah. There's a different thing though.
Okay.
It was from like
I don't
back in the day, the original Adult Swim. It was from there.
Mm.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
Anyway, Coast to Coast is like about ghosts and like Bigfoot and stuff like that. People will call in, they'll be like, "Oh, I saw an alien," and they'll talk about it. It's kind of like that, but instead of like ghosts and sightings and all that sort of stuff, Alex Jones has a group of followers who are increasingly dangerous because they believe that like the government is like starting Sandy Hook and like, that they're trying to control the population by making people gay. That's actually something he believes. He thinks that they're putting chemicals in juice boxes and that's making people gay. And he actually has said
They
this.
found the gay chemical finally.
Oh yeah, and he thinks he's putting it in
They've
juice.
been working on that
They
for
think
years.
they're putting it in juice boxes, and this is an actual quote from Alex Jones. He goes, "Why do you think it's called fruit juice?" I'm
You
Because
don't-
there's fucking
this-
fruit in it, you idiot. Well,
you
there's
don't
probably
think,
not
hey,
fruit
you don't
in
think
it.
they put the gay chemical in Elio's pizza, do you? Because I just had one of those before I got here.
I mean,
I'm
Elio's
feeling sort of
pizza?
gay right now.
I mean, what I'll do is I'll take off my pants, and we'll see what happens.
I'm feeling gay as hell, dude. No wonder. Dude, you know how many dudes? Dude, you know how many dudes are gonna use
Who
that?
are like,
Those like football players are like, oh fuck, I
Like-
had 3 juice boxes. I'm
they're
gonna
like,
suck
"Oh no,
my
I'm gay.
friend's
I have
dick."
to suck you off, Tom." And Tom's like, "Shut the fuck up, Bill."
Tom's like, oh man, fuck, I had one too,
Oh no.
but it only works like with you doing shit to me.
And then
no.
then Phil's just in the back, and he's like, "Guys, you can fuck each other. It's okay. It's 2017."
Phil's, dude, they're all just like chugging down juice boxes. They're like, oh,
The coach comes in. He's like, "Good, good,
'Cause
boy."
they- because they would, dude. Those dudes would be the first ones to turn gay into a competitive sport. They're like, dude, Phil is wicked fucking gay.
Dude, I
Yeah.
could be gayer than you. I can fucking drink
Take out
more
your dick.
juices than you.
Take out your dick. I'll show you how gay I
Yeah.
am.
Oh yeah. Huh, I guess you didn't hear about last Friday's party then.
Because I fucked 3 guys.
I fucked like the whole team, dude. The whole team was like, oh, all up in it, dude. So fuck you.
The one straight person on the team is just sitting quietly in the locker room. He's like, "How do I get out of here?
Exactly.
Where do I get
Steve.
the juice boxes?
Where do I get those juice boxes?"
Steve,
Why do you think they
drinking
call
his
it
smart
fruit
water.
juice? Oh my god, I love
Why
it.
do
You
you think
fucking
they-
fruitcake?
Why do you think they call it fruit juice, dude?
Oh, but the
They've been
my-
calling it that fucking since fruit was invented, dude. That is so. He's
I
like,
would
oh,
never guess
and
what-
it's-
Gotcha!
dude. But no,
My-
what? That's the thing that sucks is he's so busted everybody.
My
dude.
favorite thing about Alex
So
Jones is
busted.
everything he says can appropriately be followed by him then saying "gotcha," and he almost always does. And he does this thing because I've heard some of his stuff. He does this thing where he gets really angry and then he gets really
It's fucking
apologetic,
insane.
and he's like, "You know what? It's because of fucking Sandy Hook, and they're okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get that angry. It's just I'm very passionate about this, and it's the fact that they got actors doing all this. I'm sorry." And it's like it's literally like that.
Yeah.
The dude has chemical imbalances.
You know, dude, I think
Bipolar.
the way it is it's obvious that everything, dude, it's what it comes down to. Those people who believe that shit, it's like, why the fuck do you think that? You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? You think, dude,
That they're making us gay with juice boxes.
like why the fuck? What would the end game be?
Well, he tells you because he has it all figured out.
no.
He has it all figured out. The end game is that they can control population because Hugh, no matter how much I love you, I can't put a baby in you, no matter how hard we try.
A healthy amount of skepticism is fine.
It's
that
good.
amount where you think that there is a gay juice that goes into juice boxes is insane.
Well, see, but what you're describing, Hunter, is having a healthy amount of skepticism is good because you should question a lot of things in life. But what that is, being certain or even suspicious of the fact that they're putting the gay chemical in fruit boxes is not skepticism, that's delusion.
That's true.
And it's like, And also, though, there is such a higher level of like gaming above it. Like, there's people like Alex Jones, and there's another one, David Icke, who's a British version of Alex Jones, basically, and he's the pioneer.
Is he Ike from Mike and Ike?
Yeah, actually, he is. No, he's the pioneer of the fact
He's
that
an Eichmann.
all the world's leaders. This is not a joke. He's the pioneer of the fact that all the world's leaders are actually lizards wearing human skin. That is what he thinks. He actually thinks that. The Queen, Obama,
Donald Trump probably.
maybe, we don't know.
Yeah, we're for sure.
Donald Trump looks like a lizard.
He
now that I
does.
Think about it,
He
dude.
does.
He does.
I've definitely seen him catch a fly in between a speech. He's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Speaking of people looking like things, the president of China looks like Winnie
This is
the
gonna
Pooh.
get racist. Okay. Well, still kind of
They
racist.
they fucking banned Winnie the Pooh in China.
you mean
because-
Winnie the Pooh?
To win.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You know Winnie the Pooh's gay, right? Or no, it's not.
Winnie
He's
the
gay. He's
Pooh
a
is
woman.
Yeah, it's Winnie. It's
Yeah.
Winifred.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
I don't know
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
That. Yeah.
But
He could be. She could be
she
gay. We
could
don't
be.
care.
Yeah, no, but they
Dude.
compared him and they blocked it on whatever the China version of Twitter is because they have a different version. Yeah, it's
Twitter.
no what
Twitter.
Twitter.
what
It's called
Oh
Twitter.
shit! He does look like Winnie the Pooh.
he does. There was like a bunch of people comparing him to it, and they're like they immediately censored Winnie the
Oh
Pooh
no, that's amazing.
because of that fact. And the thing is, when you ban something, you just make people think of it more.
No,
It's
that's 100%
insane.
true. That's
So
100%
you
true.
just- like the Beyonce, she didn't want that picture of her like vag online or whatever that fuck it
I
was.
don't know why he had to be
You-
so crass.
What was
I
the
don't
wait? What was this?
There's like a picture of her at the Super Bowl where she was kind of like crouching in like a weird position,
Oh my god!
and she was
no,
trying
no, no,
to
no.
get that taken off.
Dude, do you remember the Super Bowl one when she's like, "Oh, fucked up"?
That's what it is.
That was the most insane photo, dude. My brother showed me that thing. It was fucked. And she's like,
She tried to get Google
She looks
to
like a
take it
fucking
off,
bodybuilder.
and it
dude,
just,
she's flexed the fuck out, and her head's like cocked. to
she
the
tried to
side.
get Google to
She
take it
looks
off.
a lot
and
like the Predator. In that
all it
photo.
did was spread it more.
No, honestly,
As
that's
soon as
all
you
you're
say,
ever gonna do.
As soon as you say, "I don't want you to see this," people are gonna be like, "I want to fucking see this."
Exactly. It spreads like wildfire.
It's stupid.
Fire!
It smells like
Fire,
wildfire.
You gotta stop drinking those juice boxes.
You
man.
know it's gonna spread like fire.
No, but
Dude.
there's a game above it.
We have
There's
more to talk about, dude. This is good catch
just
up.
one moment. There's a game above conspiracy theorists. Okay, above Alex Jones and above David Icke and above everybody that thinks they're putting fucking gay chemicals in the water, all that sort of stuff.
They are.
There are
What?
There are actual conspiracy theories that are true and that have been true. That's just a fact, you know?
Yeah.
But then there are also ones like the fact that the juice boxes are making us gay and lizards are the world leaders that are you're like, yeah, sure, that's fucking true. And when you group them all together, the ones that are true, like, ooh, maybe there is some shady stuff going on between closed doors, you know? Those get thrown in with the, oh, and they're also lizard people, you know? So it's like, it's really easy for any government to see every conspiracy theory and notice that that one is true and then also be like, yeah, but we're not lizard people either, so they're all wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just all disinformation. And that's why people like Alex Jones and David Icke are very dangerous, because there are stuff that we should be skeptical about, just like you said, Hunt. But then also, there's clear delusion in there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of delusion. And it's
A
weird
lot
the
of it.
shit they want to talk about. Like, nobody talks about the clear, like, exploitation of the entire country for the benefit of, you know, the 1%. But they want to talk about how they're fucking lizards.
See, there's my exact fucking point.
It's
yeah,
like,
there
why-
are actual problems in this country.
Why the fuck are you talking about lizards,
It's
dude?
because that fucking 1% that is reaping all the benefits of that exploitation can then be like the lizard people.
Dude, what about Kai the hitchhiker, dude?
Oh no! Yes, yes. Also another nickname for Malachi, by the way. That
Think
dude's
about
name
that.
is probably Malachi.
Dude, I don't want to say too much about it on the show because I don't know enough about it, but I'm pretty sure they wanted that dude in like 3 different states for murder. I'm pretty sure I
Well,
heard that
in
they
that-
like tracked his path and found out that he was like a suspect in murder.
Well, in that fucking interview, he talks about killing a man.
Well, he talks about smashing him.
Bam!
Yeah, bam! Bam! Boom!
Bam!
What? Bam! Oh, dude,
He did it with a fucking axe. How
He
is
got
that guy
him
not
with that
dead?
last hit.
What? Oh,
Hey, bro, what's going
bam!
on?
Kai the Hitchhiker.
Dude, Kai the Hitchhiker.
Kai the Hitchhiker.
That dude. Have you seen this, Hunter? I'm sure you
No.
have.
It's
I
a
don't.
famous internet
Dude,
video.
it's-
You definitely have.
It's like it's called. I think.
Oh, I know exactly who it is.
dude, the one who's like, oh man, dude,
he's
he's
blitzed out of his
he's
fucking mind.
fucking toasted, dude. And he's like, dude. She goes, how did you find him? And he goes, I was hitchhiking. Thank God I was hitchhiking. Like, dude, you can tell he's like doing shady shit. You're like,
Yeah.
he's like, thank God I was here. But it's like, why were you there at the same
Yeah,
time?
exactly. Like, good thing I was here.
Didn't he get arrested later?
Yeah.
Dude, no, but
Because
that's
he
what
was
I
the one who
don't.
did it.
That is something we would have to research because I don't know enough about that. But I'm pretty sure, like, come to find out, he was wanted for some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
But dude,
Which
remember,
does not surprise
dude,
me.
in that video though, in the middle of what he's saying, the whole thing is like he's trying to get himself off for something else. Because at one point he's like, "Yo, and no matter what you've done, like." You're forgiven and everything's all good.
Yeah, I know.
Like-
He keeps talking about forgiveness, and I'm like, what do you want forgiveness for, bro? What do you want forgiveness for? Who did you murder?
And he talks about that guy, dude. Like,
Yeah.
what a fucked up situation to find yourself in. The guy was like, when I was in fucking, where was he? He's like, when I was in the Virgin Islands or something, like I fucked a 14-year-old. And Kai was like, you're gonna get smashed with the fucking machete, dude.
Smash.
And what was he doing with a hatchet in his bag?
He had a hatchet.
He really did. He was like, oh, I took out. He's like, I took my hatchet, dude. And then he's talking about something like, he's like, everybody knows when you have a lady pinned against a tree, you don't back up. How do you know that, Kai? How do you know that offhand? He's like,
No.
everyone knows.
I love the way he's
When was the last
everyone
time-
knows when you have a lady. So like people at home watching this on the news, they're like, obviously,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. Like someone's like, ah, you know that, son.
Yeah, I know. They look over at their
Remember
kids
when I
like,
pinned your cousin against a tree? I
I didn't back up because
Dude.
you know.
And yeah, and then he's like, the guy was huge. He's like, he could have snapped her neck like a pencil stick. It's like, dude, he says some of the most nutty, fucking weird, peculiar shit.
He says the weirdest stuff that you
it's
only
5
get.
minutes, dude.
It's a long video.
5
You
minutes.
only get that combination when you're a psychopath who is blitzed out of your fucking mind.
Oh yeah.
You know what my favorite interview though is the dog guy, the old
Oh
guy
yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah. Who
dog.
got attacked by like that wild dog?
I don't know this one.
Go ahead,
Oh my
describe it.
God,
Hans.
it's fucking hilarious. This dude's like describing like a dog attack. I don't know if
His
he was
wife
like
is next to
attacking.
him, ain't it? Right?
Yeah, his wife is next to him. And he's standing behind his wife, kind of like off to the side of her, so you can see him still.
Yeah.
And
Like
I
that
don't know what he was
American
describing. He was
Gothic thing.
describing like a dog attack that either happened to him or his wife or whatever. But he just starts going off on this like dog impression. He's like, and he's
Yeah.
like, he's like pushing
like-
his wife too. He's like
'cause he's,
leaning
like,
up against
moving.
her and shit. It's
And
fucking
she's just
nuts.
standing there, just passively, just like, this is who I married. I'm stuck with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he
And
really gets into this.
It's like a
thing, huh?
quick, like he quickly impress. It like
It
does it and
comes
then
out
it
of
ends.
nowhere.
And they're like, what the fuck just happened?
Dude, when I
Okay.
saw that one with Kai afterward, I just typed in on YouTube. I was like funny interviews or whatever, and there were some hilarious ones, dude.
I like to look up
Ain't
news
nobody got time
bloopers.
for that.
I love news bloopers.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for this.
I got bronchitis.
I got
bronchitis.
nobody got time for that. I love it so much.
Oh,
You
she's
know
like,
that. You know
oh
that-
sweet Lord Jesus, there's a fire.
That
No, I
bronchitis
lo-
woman definitely makes the best crawfish fry.
Oh, you know she makes the
That's
best.
probably racist.
Dude, she definitely makes the best crawdads, dude.
That's
She
getting
definitely did.
racist.
She
I
makes
don't
the
care.
best
She
fried
does.
okra and crawdads.
Have you seen the interview with they're asking this woman at a bus station about how she feels about the delayed time? She's like, "We've been waiting here for a long periodically time."
Periodically.
No, she goes, "We've been waiting here for a long periodically time."
What?
So not a long period of time, not a
Just
long period
fucks
for
up.
not periodic amounts of time, not for periodic anything. She just hits every type of saying.
Periodical.
Every.
She just
Why?
says fuck it and throws a word out there. She's like, we've been told a periodically long time.
Nope.
Not
a long
even.
periodically time.
We've been a long, we've been there for a long.
Periodically.
It sounds like she has a
I
stroke in
can't
the
say
middle.
it. I
It's
can't.
not a real word.
What is people, dude?
Dude, there was what is people? There's a hilarious Tom Cruise one, dude. I can only imagine.
Oh, is
there's,
that
like,
when he gets like and a guy sprays him with a water gun?
That's-
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you?
would you do
why would you do that?
that?
But he says it like
Where's my friend? You
it's
can
like
tell
he's
he's like.
genuinely fucking confused.
Why? He
about
goes, why would you do that? And you can tell he's like blown away.
It's not that
he's like,
he's
who sprayed water at Tom?
He's
Like,
not hurt. He's not
he said-
offended. He's genuinely confused. He's like,
He's
Why
like,
would you?
Do you know how bad I'm gonna bite Katie Holmes later to get back at her
I'm
for
gonna
that?
I'm gonna beat my wife
Did
and children
Ka-
because of you.
Did Katie put you up to this? Katie's getting
Where is
snapped.
Katie?
Katie's getting Katie's getting snapped.
What about the one with the bug?
Guy just brings up Katie. He's like, "Oh, Katie's dead." It's like, no, she had nothing to do with it. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah,
Have
counter done.
Have you seen the one where the bug flies into the news anchor's mouth?
Yeah, he's like, God damn it,
Oh,
this
he's
bug
like,
it's hot, and I don't have to be out here.
That's fucking hilarious.
I saw this one where this woman was like leaving the station, like retiring or moving or whatever, and they were like, and so it was her, her co-anchor, and then the guy who does the weather like came on to screen, and they're like, yeah, so we just want to wish you good luck, and she's like, oh, thanks guys, and her co-anchor like pats her on the arm, and she's like, thanks, bro. I don't know.
Bro.
Sure.
Thanks, bro.
And then the
Thanks,
meteorologist leans in to give her a kiss, and she goes, "Oh no."
oh,
She goes, "Oh no," and then he kind of just stands back. He's like, "Okay," and then it sits there for a good awkward 15 seconds, and like,
Is it as awkward as when Jerry Seinfeld denied Kesha?
Kesha. That's the
hug?
best video online.
no thanks, no,
thanks.
No. He says no. He says no like 5 times.
I'm like, no,
Dude, and
No
I
thanks.
love that.
yeah,
And you
it's-
know he had no reason to, because he
No,
had no
didn't know her.
particular reason. He just didn't want to hug.
he's like,
anybody.
no.
I love that video, dude.
There was an interview afterwards. He was like, "Why didn't you hug Kesha?" And he's like, "I don't know who that is. He's like, "I'm too old to know who that is."
I
don't
love
care."
that, and I think he was just being like, I mean, who knows? You know, he's married and shit. I think he was
Yeah.
just being respectful,
I
like some
wouldn't hug a
random
random-
blonde fucking little
Also, it's
hoochie
Kesha.
mama.
It's Kesha.
Yeah.
Dude, but
I
he
wouldn't
didn't know
hug a
who it
random
was.
person.
If I know who Kesha is, no thanks.
And
I don't want to hug. from
like
her.
he's like, no, dude. You know,
It's not as awkward as that. It's awkward. It's much more awkward because it's like,
I love how awkward it is too. It reminds me of Curb Your Enthusiasm,
oh god,
which is the best.
such a great fucking show.
What about the show Sopranos?
Well, what I really like about that show is
Have-
because it's like the ending of the show where it ends in mid sentence.
I know. Have you watched the show?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Yeah, my dad loves Sopranos, so I watched.
I
it
like
just
the
all
show,
time.
dude. I've just started watching it. I haven't, which I obviously know like how it ends and shit.
Right. Yeah.
But I just started watching it. I'm loving the story.
I
right now.
haven't like watched it as an adult. I watched it growing up because like my father would always put it on,
and that's when I saw it too. And you know, my sister had watched it and shit. And I never really got into it. Like I was like, man, this show kind of looks cheesy. Like I was like, this doesn't.
Well,
really
it's
look.
because it was like 2000, like early 2000s.
But
Every
also,
show looked cheesy.
dude, sometimes like HBO shows look fucking cheesy a lot of the
HBO
time.
shows are the best though.
They are. They
Is
consistently
what's
are
it called
very good.
an HBO show now? Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I don't watch it, but I
Game
know
of
it
Thrones
is.
is HBO. Sherlock. No,
Not
that's
Sherlock.
not. That was BBC.
Westworld. Westworld, I watch.
Westworld. What is
Westworld
that?
is Michael
There's
Crichton.
another. There's
Yeah, I haven't
another
watched that
one.
one.
Great
HBO
fucking show, you
series.
gotta watch that.
I don't
Isn't-
remember
what's
what
his
it's
name in that?
called.
Anthony Hopkins. Yeah. Hello, Clarice.
It is
Do you know that that is the
Liver.
role
fava bean.
No,
Chianti.
I had it. I ate his liver with some nice fava beans. Oh no,
No,
I
a
ate
nice
his liver.
Chianti.
I ate his liver with fava beans and a nice Chianti. Do you know that is the
He's
that
sexy,
is the
dude.
that
He's
is the
sexy in that
shortest
movie.
role to win an Oscar?
He's sexy in that movie, dude.
He's sexy in most movies. That is the shortest role to win an Oscar.
He was great in Good Will Hunting as the therapist.
Yep, that's definitely him. He was on screen. This is serious though. It was the shortest role to win an Oscar. He was on screen for 17 minutes, and he won an Oscar.
No shit.
Wow.
100% true.
Band of Brothers was what I was trying to think of.
Band of Brothers. Yes, that is HBO.
And so is The Wire. True
Isn't
Blood,
isn't the
True
Pacific?
Detective.
Wasn't the Pacific, or was that
No.
what was that then? Was that like AB? Was that ABC?
It was probably something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. No, actually, no. It was. Yeah,
It
yeah.
was HBO. HBO is really good, but HBO is another thing like that where it's like clearly hit or miss because there are a lot of shit shows on HBO.
No, but HBO has this thing. It has this thing where it used to. I mean, now obviously the shows I'm sure are better, more well done. But back in the day, I always watched those shows and I was like, man, they're so popular. But compared to like what I was watching on normal television, I was like, these shows for some reason look like they don't look as.
I know what you mean.
They had like a cheesy look.
I know what you mean.
show is like that too. That was on. I think it must have come on after Sopranos. Was True Blood, and
Yeah.
True Blood had
Yeah.
that same
Now that was HBO, right?
Yeah,
that
it
was
just-
HBO, and that was sort of it had that same look where it was like everyone loved that show, but it had this look to me. I was like, it looks fucking cheesy.
Did you like True? Did you watch True Blood? Did you like
Oh.
it?
I like certain parts of the show.
The nudity.
No,
No, we're not.
Sure. Yeah, you like the HBO show, not for the nudity. Okay. Well, because I'm thinking about it, Sopranos. If I'm thinking about the same, what shows were on at The Office was on at the same time as Sopranos. Office looks visually looks better.
Was it on same?
100%. 100%.
Because Sopranos ended 2007.
That's when The Office was in season 2 or 3.
I remember watching season 1 during that time.
I remember I got in.
You watched it during that time doesn't mean it came out.
No, I watched it on DVD. It was good.
Yeah. I remember getting into The Office in season 2. I watched it week to week from season 2 all the way to the very end.
I loved that.
It's dedication.
It is. But, I'm a dedicated guy. But, there was other shows at the time period when The Sopranos was on, like CSI, all of those.
Yeah, so
they look better. I know exactly what you're saying.
You know exactly what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
They looked more
professional.
more professional.
Yeah.
But this show was winning awards left and right. But I'm like,
there's
am I
a
missing
really
something?
good. I don't remember what part of the show it is of Sopranos. I don't remember. I don't remember the episode. But there's this really good part where Tony Soprano's wife comes out of their big mansion and she's yelling at him, and he kind of stops. Then he turns around. And he's like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" And she's like, "You're a bastard. This, that, the other thing." He's like, "Why don't you shut the fuck up? Because you sit there in your fucking mansion and you fucking sit there in your nice car and you sit there in your nice fucking clothes and jewelry and you talk so smoothly like there's melted butter running out of your mouth. Why the fuck do you think you get to do that? Because I do whatever the fuck I need to do." And then he walks off screen and I'm like, this guy's a good actor.
He's a good actor, dude. James Gandolfini is a fucking
Great
good actor.
fucking actor.
Was a great actor. Sad as fuck.
R.I.P.
And I'm just falling
But
in
he
love
died
with
the
his
way
character.
Tony Soprano would die.
In Rome.
Eating himself to death in Rome.
Exactly.
He died like a king.
And dude,
God damn it.
I'm loving this character. He actually has some wicked funny one-liners. He walks up to the car and he says something to the guy. He's like, "Oh, hey, how's that guy doing?" And the guy's like, "What guy are you talking about, Tony?" He's like, "The one you like to fucking sleep with." And then he's like, "No, I'm just joking." And he's shaking his hand. And the guy's like, you can tell he's like, and then he's like, "Yeah, it's a shame they don't have a call-a-thon for fuckheaditis, huh?" "Oh, no, I'm just joking." But he's just the way
it's his entire role is a extended version of the one scene from Goodfellas where Joe Pesci goes, "Oh, funny how."
Exactly, but he's such a complex fucking character. It's a good show.
It's a very good show.
And
my
True
favorite
Blood,
episode
I
is
think,
when
has some good
my
shit.
favorite
I haven't
episode is
watched
when
it
they
now.
bring the Russian to the Pine Barrens. Great fucking episode. I'm not sure if you've seen
I
it
haven't.
yet.
I haven't.
Great
seen this
fucking
one.
episode.
Yeah.
Great fucking episode.
Yeah, I'm excited because I do like this show right now.
Great show.
What about you guys? Anything you watching?
BoJack Horseman releasing a new season at the beginning of September, so I'm pumped for that.
Nice.
I'm watching Friends.
Yeah, he's rewatching Friends.
Rewatching
beginning
it.
to end.
Dude, I've watched it 19 times.
It's
Oh,
such
yeah.
a good show, dude.
Which episode you on?
I'm on season...
Fuck me, right?
Season 7, episode 2.
Season
That's like
what?
a Friends thing.
Season 7, episode 2.
That's what I thought you said.
Dude, season 7 is a fucking awesome season. What just happened? Did they just get
They
engaged?
just got engaged, yeah.
Oh, dude. And this season, the fucking season ends. That is such a good spot, dude. The thing about Friends is it was back. Dude, those actors, they changed their appearance in between every...
It was so weird. He was fatter before.
Dude, listen, they end that season,
Oh, yeah,
and
I know.
Chandler's fat as fuck. They started out, and he's scrawny as a...
I
he's
know.
straight up cracked out. He's like...
I know.
Yeah.
And he's
It's
cracked
great.
out.
I noticed
It's
it
great. He
immediately.
I was reading this article, they almost actually got rid of that character because of that fucking shit.
Dude, he was fucked up.
Yeah.
He's so fucking lucky that they kept him on that show because he was fucked up. But that season's hilarious because they end that episode and they pick up in the same day. So it's supposed to be the
Yeah.
same, but they
Yeah.
look, and you'll notice too.
I remember. It's
there's
great.
a couple of things that I've noticed in that show is Courtney Cox also.
Deteriorates.
To-
She deteriorates
Dude,
after
her
season
face
3.
totally changes.
It was season 3 where
Dude, she gets
went,
her fucking cheeks plumped up and shit. Her face is totally different. If you look
Yeah.
at them, you'll notice in the episodes, her face ends up looking totally different. And then in the last season, I think she got pregnant in real life.
Yeah.
And it's
With
funny.
David Arquette.
And she's been skinny. She's skinny as a rail the whole show. And in the last season, you can tell she's pregnant.
Yeah.
But that show is amazing, dude.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, you just reminded me because of fucking Matthew Perry getting cracked out as fuck. Did either of you watch the show Dexter?
No,
I watched up to
I've
season
watched
3.
like certain episodes, yeah.
That's a Showtime. We'll come back to Showtime because that's similar to HBO. There was a character on Dexter, one of the detectives, Detective Quinn, and he comes in like season.
I don't know who that is. Never mind.
Okay, he comes in season 4, and he's a normal looking guy. You know, he's not fat, he's not skinny, he's like kind of built, and he's just a detective looking. You expect how a cop would look, right? And then between season 4 and 5, he loses, no joke, like 75 pounds, and he comes back looking like a fucking heroin addict. And it was so noticeable. They didn't do the thing where it's like, it's the same day. They did, it was like there was actual time, you know, between the seasons. And so because they were like, it was such a fucking noticeable difference, they wrote in season 5 that like when he gets back, his partner's like, you lost a little weight. And the character goes, yeah, I started running. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, running from the crack house to your apartment.
Yeah.
Dude, you fucking look like a heroin
that's
addict.
the thing, is it's not like Chandler's like in good shape.
No.
He's like a straight up
neither is
crackhead,
Quinn.
dude.
He was in good shape in season 4. In season 5, it's like, how many withdrawal do you go
Dude,
through one
you know
season?
you know who has that? What about that photo that was blowing up online for a little while of Jonah Hill? And
Oh, yeah,
everyone's
I
like,
remember
dude,
that,
it's
yeah.
amazing. Look at Jonah Hill lost weight. It's like, dude, you don't just fluctuate hundreds of pounds. You know what I'm saying? And that dude has bounced back and forth between so many weights.
I think Jonah Hill's pretty
Clearly-
ripped now. Not like ripped, but he's
Ripped,
like
dude.
he's slimmed.
He's
a lot.
honestly like a skinny little crackhead, dude.
There,
I don't know.
so
He's
there was
not
the
like
there was
he's
the
not
Jonah
like
Hill.
what's his name, Shia LaBeouf. That dude got ripped.
That he's been
Yeah.
ripped, honestly. Let's
And
be,
he-
let's be
but-
real.
but you
ripped
know
since
when he
holes,
I
dude.
became
yeah.
in
You
that
gotta dig
Sia-
a bunch of holes.
in that Sia video, dude. He's jacked in that
Jacked
Sia
as
video.
fuck. He's climbing like a Spider-Man. It's good. It's impressive. It's
Yeah,
impressive. I wish
yeah.
I had that physique.
Yeah, I actually do. I mean, I sort of like that guy, Shia LaBeouf. I kind of got
I
respect.
kind
for
of
him.
do too. I honestly,
a
I have
way.
a soft spot for him.
Yeah,
I really do. No, but Jonah Hill, like,
but
there
that's
was,
that's
Jonah
like
Hill
a
was-
body.
what
That's
was-
like getting your body in shape.
yeah. What was
I
his
wouldn't
fucking,
do it. Jonah Hill looks
what was
like he
his
doesn't look
fucking
like,
movie?
oh, the dude's been working out.
What's that movie? With Michael
many.
Cera.
Oh, super bad.
Super bad, right? So super
fattest. Oh
No, not fat.
Cyrus.
That's fattest.
The Cyrus movie is the fattest Jonah Hill ever got.
Yeah, but
And
so like,
pretty
no, that's the
crazy
thing.
movie.
He's in Superbad, right? He's a fat guy, but he's not like, oh wow, Jonah, you need to lose roughly 200 pounds before you have like a heart attack. No, he's just a fat guy, and then you see him get fatter as he keeps up that lifestyle. You know, Cyrus is when he's the fattest. Then there's that movie, The Sitter.
He's so fat. in that
The
movie.
Sitter, he's the same amount of fatness as in Cyrus.
Yeah, that's
Right?
like right around the same
So
time.
Sitter happens, and then I think there's a break, right? And then he does 21 Jump Street, where he slims down a fuck ton because he's playing a cop. That's understandable, right? And then he did Wolf of Wall Street, where he had gained like a little bit,
But dude, in
but
Wolf
he was
of Wa-
still like normal.
But in Wolf
body
of Wall Street,
size.
I agree. He was kind
And
of
then,
fat. In that
and then
movie.
he started gaining more pounds. So he went like actually kind of in shape for 21 Jump Street. Still kind of chunky, but kind of in shape, right? Getting fatter for Wolf of Wall Street. Getting fatter for 22 Jump Street.
Was he fat in Moneyball? Pretty
Yes.
sure. He
Yes,
was fat. in
that was
movie.
before. That was before 21
And he's
Jump
pretty
Street.
fat in that movie War Dogs.
Well, that's the thing. But that's the thing. He was fat prior to 21 Jump Street. Then he got in shape. Then he got gradually fatter up to 22 Jump Street when he was just kind of a fat guy, kind of like in Superbad. And then he ballooned the fuck up for War Dogs. And now he looks like a crackhead.
I know.
So he has to have been doing recreational drugs for like 20 years.
But that's what I'm talking about. It's not like
I could
it's not like
I
a
could
Shia LaBeouf
believe
or
him.
something like
I
that.
would believe it if he got in shape for 21 Jump Street because they're like, look, you're playing a cop.
or if he was just
Chris
dude, you
Pratt
can
does
tell.
that
You can tell.
really well.
Chris Pratt does do that really well, but,
But
also
Chris Pratt doesn't
he
really
went
do-
from,
dude, he doesn't
went from
do that
jacked,
well.
He went from jacked to having a beer gut to back to being jacked. That's
Yeah.
not what Jonah
and he
Hill
was,
did.
dude. Honestly, back like when it was 5-year engagement, he was like just a normal
Great
dude.
fucking movie, by the way.
Yeah, great movie. He was a normal dude though. Then he got jacked for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well,
But he's
also-
always fluctuated between being a normal dude and then being in great shape.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
yeah,
he was
yeah.
also jacked for that Navy SEAL movie, Zero Dark 30.
Yeah.
'Cause he
And
was
what
like
about Drew Carey? Lost a ton of weight and kept he
kept it off.
Yeah.
He lost a shit ton of weight probably by cutting out, like, they all say, oh, I just cut out beer. It's like, okay, yeah, you cut out beer and
They-
also hired a personal trainer.
Exactly.
But sure, yeah, Drew Carey cut out beer, quotes
Yeah,
around
that's
that.
like Armstrong didn't use performance-enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, newsflash.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you probably did lift weights, Arnold, but
Dude.
you also had a syringe in your ass 24/7.
Exactly.
Yeah, you probably weren't drinking beer, Drew, but you also had like a Navy SEAL pushing you to run a mile every day.
Exactly.
Um,
and you were just like smelling Twinkies instead of
yeah.
eating them. He's like
No, you get a can of tuna, you fucking pig.
feeding them to kids he buys online.
I mean, that's what
Eat
he
it.
did. Do you know Drew Carey was an Army Ranger in Vietnam? Like he was like legit, like a super soldier, and then he got really fat, and then he got really skinny.
No shit. His show back in the day was a big hit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He also,
show.
yeah. Then he
I like
also
that show.
fucking did Whose Line?
That's
Yes, which is
Great
Grim-
fucking
that's-
show.
Oh, yeah, Drew Carey. Yeah.
Great
I always
fucking
mix
show.
Drew and Jim.
Oh, Jim Carrey, he is in shape.
Yeah, Jim Carrey always has been the same.
Yeah, but he's like actually kind of in shape in some movies. Like
Jim Carrey was in what
That
fucking
movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey is a good one.
great fucking movie.
I like that movie.
Great fucking movie. Jim Carrey rarely does a really bad movie.
The fuck is that movie that he was in with the fucking animal? Where he was in the Bruce Almighty?
With the animal?
with the, are you talking about fucking Ace Ventura?
Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he came out of the rhino's ass, like in
Yeah.
that.
No, but he's got like a good like build.
Yeah. Yeah, he's wiry. Like you can.
He is lanky. No, he's not wiry. He's lanky.
But he's-
Matthew Perry was wiry.
No, but you know,
Yeah.
like I feel like Jim Carrey is so energetic that it would be hard for him to gain weight because he's kind of like a
no,
go.
well, I mean, he's still doing drugs,
Yeah.
but he just was never fat and doing drugs.
Know who I think is kind of a weird, but he's obviously always been in shape, but he's kind of like a weird aging process guy. Is Brad Pitt?
Yeah,
Because he was like a total.
because he was skinny, then he got jacked, and now he's kind of what he is
Well,
right now.
he was always like like he
Yeah.
always had like six pack and shit.
Yeah,
Obviously, at one point he was like in the best shape of his career.
I'd say that was when
But-
he was like in Troy,
Yeah, in Troy, and then
because he looks good in
Fight
Troy.
Club and is the same.
Fight Club was before, but that was like when he was getting up to Troy.
because Troy he's kind of built.
He's built, because he's playing a soldier, so that
Yeah.
makes sense. He was playing like a.
But I
a
feel
Spartan.
like it's weird because at one
he's
point
in good shape now.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
but he's like I think he's just back. I think his normal is like skinny,
yeah, no, he definitely
like toned, but like
he
skinny.
definitely looks better when he's skinnier, because I don't know if either of you saw that movie Fury about the tank.
Yeah, I
Good.
saw it. It was a good movie.
I
It-
actually kind of liked it.
It was, but it was boring,
It was boring at parts,
and
but
there
I
was
did-
no part. You know what? It was. It's like the epitome of a movie that's like not bad, but it didn't have that part that you were waiting for. I feel like.
That's true, but he was like not skinny in that. He was definitely built, but it was like it looked a little bit off. And then what's that movie that he was just in that both of you hate that I haven't seen about the general? What's it fucking called?
War Machine.
War
War
Machine.
Machine.
War Machine. So he's obviously in shape in that movie, but he's a skinny in shape. Looks better in that movie than he does in Fury.
But his dude hasn't he aged? Like dude, he almost doesn't look the same as he did when he was young.
No, of course not. No.
Like he does. Like it's not like Tom Hanks. You see Tom Hanks, you're like, oh, I can tell that's Tom Hanks young.
Yeah.
With Brad Pitt, it's like, dude, he kind of, I don't know, something weird. Is weird.
He
about
does the thing where like
him. I sort of feel like Angelina Jolie
is
sucked.
sucking the life out of him.
Dude, I swear.
No.
to
Yeah.
They
God.
got divorced.
Well,
They're getting
so?
divorced.
Dude, but I feel as
He
if
was still with him
dude,
for, like,
tell
12
me this
years.
though.
True.
Before they got together, he was, dude. It was like the same Brad Pitt you've always known.
That's because he was fucking Jennifer Aniston.
And he
who
got-
doesn't look good when they're fucking Jennifer
and he got
Aniston?
the
know,
life
right? Fuck.
sucked out of him, dude.
Because who would choose to fuck Angelina Jolie over Jennifer Aniston?
it's like fucking what's his name, John Voight.
Oh,
He looks,
I don't.
dude. They look exactly alike.
Yeah.
John Voight and her, obviously, it's her dad.
Yeah.
But like, dude, they
and
look,
Billy Bob Thornton. Oh no, she's a disease.
dude, like between Billy Bob and then looking down at John Voight, it's gross, dude.
It's bad. I don't. She fucked her dad, right?
And not to mention her fucking
Oh,
career
yeah.
always sucked, dude. She never.
Angelina Jolie is not a good actress.
She's not
There,
a
said
good
it.
actress. She's never done anything I've ever been impressed with, dude. She's
Girl with
never
the dragon tattoo was shit.
Was not in that. I don't think.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
know.
fucking in that.
wasn't in that movie.
You could have said Tomb Raider.
No, she was.
Girl with the dragon tattoo was shit. That movie was actually good.
That was actually it was a good
I liked
movie.
that movie.
She was in that.
Have you
movie.
seen the original Icelandic ones?
I thought about renting them one time at the
They're
video
good.
store.
They're fucking worth it, man. Numi Rapace
You
in it
really?
is amazing.
Really? Are they
They're
worth it?
fucking worth it.
Know what's weird? Why haven't they made any of the other ones?
I'll tell you why. So Daniel Craig,
Mm.
they like
I think you've told me this before. He like didn't agree to making.
yeah, he didn't agree to like making the other two.
He wanted to just do the one and that's it. Dude, saw a movie with Daniel Craig the other day. Didn't get to finish it, which sucked. Munich. Munich with Eric Bana. Good movie,
Yes,
dude. Spielberg.
Yes. Daniel Craig he's one of my favorite actors.
I like him. I like his acting.
So here's my thing, Hunt, goes for you. Do you two like, and now I'm not going to, we'll talk about it more, but do you guys like James Bond as a film series? Like, as a whole, do you like those movies?
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I think I do. I liked, when I was growing up, the dude who was James Bond was Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
And I liked those. I haven't seen any of the full ones with Daniel Craig, though.
I
Now,
haven't seen it.
my thing is, I like James Bond as a film series as a whole. It's not my favorite. It's not my least favorite. I like it, and I think his movies are enjoyable. I mean, I think he's good in them. There is a movie that he's in though that's coming out soon. I forget the fucking name of it, but it's Channing Tatum, Adam Driver, him, and Channing Tatum and Adam Driver are brothers, and they're what's it fucking called?
Dude, Adam Driver is the most irritating actor of all time.
I really want to like him.
I
like
know.
him.
Dude, the dude annoys the shit out of me.
Why?
I don't know. I can't help it, dude.
Okay,
He does
so-
have a weird face.
He does. Here's my thing.
I can't believe they put him in the Star Wars movie, dude.
Why
He
can't
was behind
you
a
believe,
mask.
Why
all
can't you
time.
believe that?
Yeah, that is true. That's the reason I'm going to see that next one. Oh, the Star Wars movie was badass.
No, he won't be behind a
was.
mask.
It
on
was-
No,
this
he
one.
won't be behind a mask in this one because he's got a scar now. They're gonna show.
Fuck! Kill me now!
Get the juice box.
Kill me now! Fuck!
All right.
Calm down.
I think he's okay. He's okay.
I
Dude,
like
honestly,
I saw that movie Silence with him and Andrew Garfield and Liam Neeson. I liked that movie.
Did you like that? Was
Yeah.
that the one where they were missionaries?
Jesuit priests.
I just like,
I've heard that movie was a little bit questionable, but you thought it was pretty good.
I don't know. I
Dude,
like
I
Adam
can't
Driver.
imagine
Art house movies are my thing. I'm gonna like them
But
more.
watching, dude, wasn't that Scorsese?
Yeah.
Dude, I can't imagine watching a movie with him and Andrew Garfield together.
It was. I don't think it was the best Scorsese, and I actually don't think it was like amazing. I said it was good.
And yeah, it was watchable.
Yeah.
You know
Liam
what?
Neeson is clearly the best in it. Obviously.
You
Like,
know what movie I watched with Adam Driver? This is what I'm basing the being annoyed
Is it
with
that
him.
poet movie?
No, I watched this movie. It was called While We're Young, and it was just like a random movie with Ben Stiller in it. And wicked
Yes,
good movie, but the
yes.
reason I'm annoyed, I feel like his character was so annoying in that. And I'll say, I mean, I think he's a good actor because he does annoy the shit out of me.
He's good.
Which only good actors can do.
He's a good actor. He is
He's a really good
editorial, amazing actor. Yes.
He's a great person.
I don't know if he earns amazing.
He is a really
yet.
good person. He honestly.
He was in the military.
He was. He joined the 9/11. He was like, I'm a Marine now.
But he got hurt before he left. Before he left for a deployment.
Did he stub his toe?
I don't know what happened, but
He's
but
Shot
I
himself
saw,
in the foot.
No, but I saw a recent.
Bummer.
I saw a recent video of he was giving like a scholarship for this girl's final year at college because she couldn't afford it and she was working like 3 jobs or something like that, and her father had like PTSD because he couldn't go to war with his like deployment to Vietnam because he got injured, and he felt like he was because his friends died, that he was at fault because he didn't get to go.
That's cool.
And that's what
Right.
happened.
Yeah, no, he is a
that's what
genuine-
And
happened
he
to-
took the kid in and took care of her?
Yeah, the kid, the
that's-
22-year-old girl.
That's exactly what happened to Adam Driver.
Yeah, but he's in this movie that's like
Kind of, not
that
as
just
not
came
as
out.
extreme, but
Yeah, he's in this movie that just like I think it either just came out or it's coming out. He plays. It's about a poet. It's like a true story. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks good.
Did
And
you see Howl with James Franco?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Was it any good? Hard to tell. It's in between.
Yeah,
Not bad, not good.
not bad, not good. It's
Didn't
like
have that thing you were waiting for.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those
Patterson,
things.
what you're thinking of?
Patterson, yeah. No, that's that thing
It
where
came out in 2016.
Oh, really? So it is. I'll have to check it out because I saw the trailer and I think it looks good. Howl is an interesting movie, but that's the thing. It's kind of like, you know how if you're going to make a movie about all those people and about that time period and about that topic, you have to like, at a certain level, you have to kind of like recognize what you're doing and like not go too far. Not like too far as in like, whoa, that's shocking, but like there has to be a level. Have you ever seen the movie Kill Your Darlings? It's about Ginsberg and Kerouac,
Never
and
heard
when
of
they're
this,
all at Columbia, and that one's better than Howl just as a whole movie wise because there's like a level of restraint. I think also there's better actors in Kill Your Darlings. It's got fucking Harry Potter, the guy who played Harry Potter. He's Allen Ginsberg, and it's got
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, It's
Harry.
Potter. But yeah, but there's a level of restraint at how
You're
old
a
is it?
Harry wizard.
Did you see it?
He's a wizard.
Did you watch
Harry
Hal?
Wizard.
No, I haven't watched that one. I know they made an On the Road movie too, right?
Mm-hmm. I
Which
have not seen
I
it.
haven't seen that.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, the whole thing, we probably should wrap this session up. There's so much to talk about, and we're just not going to get to it.
Yeah.
Brad, let's take us home.
Yeah. So this has been the You Know This podcast. We want to thank you for listening and for ushering in our season 2. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, email us if you have any ideas or any questions. This has been Hugh. This has been Hunt.
Thank you.
And this has been Brad. And you know this.
Okay, bye.
You know this.
Bye-bye.